everybody. Welcome to Rivals of Waterdeep, episode 7 of season 3. Episode 27 for the listeners that pay attention to the episode titles. Actually, I've gotten a couple questions because on the YouTube channel, it's like by just the episode title, not the season. So this is episode 27. Let's go around the table. And
have a dance party.
Have a dance party. And start with Tanya with character, pronouns, and favorite dance move as well. Also favorite dance move. Yeah.
Dance move is none of your business.
Really good. Yeah.
Celeste doesn't dance. My name's Tanya. Sorry about that. I'm trying to host the show and be on the show. That doesn't always work out. I'm Celeste Astorio, your paladin. Pronouns for both Celeste and myself are she, her.
I'm Brandon Stennis. I play Ren Leadon. Pronouns for me and Ren are he and him.
I am Cicero Holmes. I am playing your halfling bard, Perrin Underbow. Both of us are he, him, and we are both partial to a good two-step. Good old man two-step.
Very good.
Yeah. Check this out here now, y'all.
I'm Serena Marie. I play Ashburn. Our preferred pronouns are she, her, and we're rangers.
My name is Carlos Luna. I play Knock Knock, the half-orc fighter, and my preferred pronouns are he, him.
Hey, and I'm Sharif Jackson. He, him. I am your dungeon master and all associated NPCs and the Cabbage Patch.
Oh, right. Yes,
Very good dance.
Yes.
Still works.
Yes.
Cabbage
Patch.
Still works.
Still works. Or the WAP.
The WAP as well.
I don't know what that is.
The
The
WAP.
doo-wop or the wop?
Yeah, the
Oh,
WAP is
I do. I didn't know that had a name. Yeah, I know what
I
that
didn't
is.
know that had a name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it
I
had
just-
a name for sure. I mean, the Roger Rabbit. No,
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit?
Wait, what's a Roger
What
Rabbit?
is that?
Now you gotta do it because he said that.
Yeah,
That has a name.
I would like have to stand up.
You'd have to stand up to do the Roger Rabbit.
Wait, what's that?
Is that with like your legs behind your...
Yeah.
yeah.
What,
Your
you're doing
legs
this?
go backwards.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know those had names.
Why is it called the Roger?
Because you're like a
Because
cartoon
whoever made it
character.
up was like, I just need a name, and Roger Rabbit was out at the time.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was just making sure that
Yeah.
like the name, the cartoon came before the dance.
No.
It was definitely based off of.
Right, it was inspired
Okay,
by...
Yeah.
good.
Right,
good.
but it has nothing to do with...
like I don't know if you know, but the Cabbage Patch dance did not name the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Right.
The
Really?
kids came
Oh.
first.
The kids came first?
The kids
What
came
about the
first.
Tootsie Roll?
Those
What's
things are
the
scary,
origin
though.
story of the Tootsie Roll?
I have no
the
idea.
butterfly,
That was some
y'all.
95 South.
That was just Miami.
Yeah.
There's actually a whole Twitter thread on like where all these dances came from.
Really?
Oh,
I
I'm
need to
sure.
find it.
Yeah. There was a brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
Stop it. What?
Also the.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The Steve Martin dance.
What
as well.
are you talking about? Your face.
Martin.
So Brandon's face.
I was-
Not
I was-
yours.
I was-
I
I
love
remember the
it.
Urkel. Do you guys remember the Urkel?
I remember the Urkel.
Hell yeah.
Oh, people used to call me
remember the
Urkel in high school.
Oh, in high school?
In high
Yeah.
school?
No,
Who called you that? I'll find him. I'll beat him up.
Yeah,
I
they're
was
like,
called
call me
Urkel. I mean, if you were like
A smart black kid.
in like the 80s,
They
you
call me
were called
Urkel.
Well, yeah. If you were a smart black kid.
No, if
in
you
a
wore
white
glasses,
school.
it didn't matter if you were
Yeah.
smart. If you wore glasses,
Oh, really? They just called you Urkel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I went to a black school. They did not call me Urkel. While I did maintain many different hairstyles through my life, the hairstyle I currently have is the one that I had for the predominance of my life. And in high school, I was called Rock.
The Rock.
television
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Rock.
The garbage guy.
Eleanor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, people as I walk down the hallway, people would go boom, boom, boom,
Oh my
I
god.
would have totally joined it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And this is why characters are all traumatized.
Yeah, this is
We've
why
been
we're
through a
all
lot of
trying to-
pain.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
didn't get made
pain.
fun of in high school, but I should have. I was super theater
Man,
kid.
I got it. I didn't think anybody escaped being made up from high school. But I guess
In
you
high
were-
school,
you were free
no,
and vulnerable.
No, I think I was like blissfully unaware
of the things
because I was like super theater kid. Like I would have made fun of me. Like I would show up in like first period wearing a ball gown in like a gown because we were doing the show Chicago.
Right.
And I was like, come see our show. I just dropped my pen.
that is
I
a
can
real
guarantee you were being made fun of.
So I'm sure I was.
Maybe they looked
Unless
at
they're-
you and they were like, "No, this is too easy."
It's too easy.
Low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging
This
fruit.
fruit is on the ground.
Yeah.
It's hanging.
She doesn't care.
I've got to bend down to
Yeah,
get this fruit.
I was made fun of in elementary school though. Hard.
Yeah, elementary school was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids are brutal.
Yeah,
Definitely like that 12, 13 age is pretty brutal.
I wasn't made fun of. Like
That's because you were the bully.
Because you were in
I
a band and you were so cool.
I definitely wasn't the bully though. I was like the speaker for the underdog.
Our
I can see that.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Then they were definitely making fun of you.
Yeah.
Clark Kent.
No way, man.
Kent.
No one makes
Get
fun
outta
of a
here.
guy with a cape. Right.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I used to wear the power glove to school. No, I'm joking.
wow.
I did know a kid who used to wear the power glove
What's
to
a power
school.
glove?
It's so bad.
It's like
I love the power glove.
Yeah,
Power glove?
so for more info on the Power Glove, please watch the Spawn on Me podcast.
Or the wizard.
Or the
Or
wizard.
the Wizard.
No,
yes.
it was like a Nintendo like controller that was like a glove that had buttons on it.
Buttons and
And you should. They said that you'd be able to control stuff with
Yeah,
it.
could you not?
I mean, the guy in the wizard, he was controlling Rad Racer.
Yeah,
He
but I mean, I don't know if that was real.
Oh, really? Get out of here. You don't know if the stuff in the movie was real?
California.
all right.
That 90-minute commercial for the Power Glove.
Hey,
I loved
look,
it.
That commercial got me so hyped for Mario 3. If I
Yeah.
wasn't
Heck
already
yeah.
hyped for it.
Mario.
Video Armageddon.
That-
Okay, and with that, that was
Let's
awesome
just talk
scene.
about that movie.
That was a great movie.
I love that movie.
It was a commercial and,
Yeah.
and probably doesn't hold up well, but
But
back
it's
then,
Fred
oh my
Savage, Jenny Lewis.
gosh. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, they ran away from home to play video games.
So guys, when we
Christian
did,
Slater's in it. Yeah.
when we did our sound check earlier, Carlos said, "Hi, I'm Carlos Luna." And sometimes I talk really excitedly. Oh, anybody mention TV?
That was my soundtrack.
For sure.
And here we are.
God, I need a podcast, guys.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. I'm sorry. This is all spillover from the fact that I don't have my own podcast.
Carlos,
Talk
we
about
can
it.
fix that
Yeah,
for
we
you.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Maybe we should play.
We need a Carlos cast.
I love Joe because Joe is silently
He's in the back.
the eye and the face of the audience. Right now. It is amazing. Joe, our sound guy, shout out to him. He is a
Yeah.
beautiful,
Joe's lovely
beautiful
human.
human being.
For sure. All right, so now that we've recapped the entire history of the Power Glove, why don't we recap last week's show? So, previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoosh. All right, whoosh is done. What happened, guys? Oh, look at all the Joes in the chat. All the Joes in the chat. I love it. All right, so what happened last week?
We murdered a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, things were murdered.
There was a lot of murder in your absence, right?
Of course, the one day I'm
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you. We murdered
Right.
in your name.
Yes.
So talk about the murders.
Let's see,
Well,
what did we
okay, we
kill?
can start with the murders if you want.
Well,
Sure.
so it started with didn't Ash see through Chip's eyes to see that Shaka
Yeah.
Well,
was?
so even before that,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
so like you guys woke up
Yeah.
and I had you guys all make wisdom saving throws
Yes.
to sort of see how much you believed of what happened.
Right.
And Perrin failed, you failed, Ash failed, and Duo failed.
Yeah.
And so it was Duo, Perrin, and Knock Knock that woke up in the tunnel. And Duo rolled really low, so he was like freaked out and
Poor Duo.
actually pulled a weapon out on you guys.
Right.
Duo thought he was dead already.
Yeah. He thought that Perrin actually killed him in real life,
Right.
And this was like the afterlife, and he was being tortured by being with you guys.
Well, I mean,
Which yes,
Is it torture?
depends on who you're with.
I mean, he cast Bane on a 5 hit point like
Right.
cohort.
I think that was just uncalled for.
Yeah, like his eyes exploded as
Yeah.
Cicero added to that.
Yeah, and I think
No, I mean that's really what happens.
Yeah.
my favorite though is NPC that rolled so badly he decapitated himself.
So yes. Oh yeah, that is true. Kevin.
That was the highlight. It
Yes.
was like he just couldn't. He
R.I.P.
tripped, he
Kevin.
fell.
Yeah.
Kevin's bad day. That was the actual subtitle of the episode.
Yeah. So before we get to Kevin, because like that was like at the end.
Yes.
So then Ash, Rin, and Tanya are still Tanya. Celise
Celise,
are still on the statue. Rin is not woken up and is not woken up for the whole thing.
Yes.
But Ash does rolls low as well, so is not sure what's going on. Chips is gone.
Yeah.
And then talk about what you were saying when you saw through his eyes.
So coupled with the idea that both Perrin and Duo were dead, and the fact that Chips was gone, Ash had a meltdown. She did not jump off the statue. She climbed down.
Because we were like,
I was ready to roll for that every 10 feet. I was ready to roll for you to take some damage.
But as she was searching for Chips, she was struck with this vision, and it was seeing the world through Chips' eyes. Chips was being carried in a bag, being held by Shaka, and Shaka was talking to this blue man in blue, who was blue, who was asking if he had taken care of us. So saw that, jump back into my body, reunited with Chips, and we're all trying to run to the theater. And you, for Rin, Celise is a very good friend.
Very good.
Very good friend. She checks you into a tavern or an inn, puts you in a bed because you were still passed out. And we just were like, okay, cool. We know where he is. We'll be on our way.
And left you with provisions for 2 days.
And,
For 2 days.
yeah.
So and then I guess that party, Celise and Ash, made their way now that Rin was taken care of onto to the theater to find the rest of the party. So you get there and actually you guys got there first, and then Perrin and Knock Knock were seen coming up without Duo. And we ran into the two guards. You guys, Celise tried to paladin up and soldier talk with these guys, and they were not having it. But then Ash was like,
Ash was like, hold on there, Mister.
Yeah,
Like,
she was like, we are the detective agency, and we're bigwigs, and we're gonna do it. And they were like, oh, tell me more. And you did, and then
She rolled a nat 20.
right, and then they were like, "That's cool, but you're still not getting in."
right.
And then
I made a squealing sound from my face.
Yes.
After that happened.
And then we were come upon by the blue guy once we were all back together.
Whose name is, maybe I have it. It is Jarlaxle.
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 Yep.
Jarlaxle.
Yeah.
So I want to clean that up a little bit. So like you guys went to the theater, and Kevin and the other guard that we didn't notice basically like brushed you guys away. Right. Then you guys went back to the inn where like a Rin was.
Oh, yeah.
To get food.
Right, and you ran
That's
into
where
him.
you saw him, and then there was like. Celise just pulled out her sword in the middle of the bar. So like everybody went nuts.
And I was like, it's a play, it's a play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But it was just like, look, I've had a hard day.
I know.
I'm done with you. Why are you starting with me?
Yeah. Then like he just like disappeared.
Right.
And
He
like
went
you guys
outside and he was
couldn't
gone,
see
yeah.
him. That's when you guys came
Yes.
Right.
about them, and like it was like interesting because you guys were in the library. You know, for like them, it was like a couple hours because like they were waiting until nighttime to go back to the theater. But for you guys, it was like 10 or 15 minutes. So you came up, and that's when Jarlaxle, revealed himself because he had, uninvisibled himself. I just made that word.
Yes,
He
yes,
revealed
exactly.
Yeah.
Previously uninvisible.
Oh yes, yeah. And that's where he motioned to his guards. He thought Kevin would defend his honor since Ash had him in a very good grapple that he could
Yeah.
not break out of.
I just straight up.
even with advantage, he could not break out of.
So it's because behind him, didn't they reveal that they had?
Yes,
They had
so,
Ren.
So like they had Ren. Yes.
Yes.
So the guard. So
Not Kevin had Ren.
Yeah. So like I don't think this is spoiling it. I'll like tell you guys a little bit. So like remember when you went to the inn and Jarlaxle was talking to the bartender and like wouldn't really give you guys
Right.
And like you guys saw that not only did he meet with Shaka and was talking about the Xanathar, but he had a tattoo on the back of his neck.
Right.
So they basically own this inn. It's kind of like a front for them, which is how they knew that you were checked in there. So they just grabbed him and they used him, as to try to get you guys to back down.
Yeah, like
But,
WWE like jumped at Jarlaxle and just
exactly.
tackled him.
You were digging your claw through his armor.
He's pissing me off.
Into his chest, basically. And then Kevin, what happened to Kevin, guys?
Kevin rolled badly.
Kevin had a bad day.
He had a real bad day.
Yeah. Kevin probably said some bad things to his partner before he left the day. And Kevin was thinking about it the entire day. And that was the last thing that Kevin thought about.
Oh my god!
The last thing Kevin thought about was me like shield bashing him in the temple.
Yeah. So he tried to attack everyone. He missed horribly, so much so that he injured himself several times. And then he went to try and redeem himself. And the last thing he remembers is slipping and falling as he went to go and try and get his sword out of the earth that he slammed it into because he failed so poorly the last time. Excuse me. He sneezed and then decapitated himself. He actually slipped and fell. Once he, from yanking the force of yanking the sword out of the ground, he fell backwards. The sword flew in the air, and his last vision was the sword coming towards him. I imagine Kevin said something like, "Oh bollocks," and that was the last thing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. He
bother.
He like went to attack Celise first, got like a sword stuck in the ground, and then Celise just bashed him
with a shield. Yeah.
And then Celise knocked his sword into the ground, and then he went to try to tackle knock, but he face planted into the dirt, and then he went to try to tackle Celise and ran headfirst into her shield. And then she bashed him with said shield, and then he decapitated himself. Quite a journey.
Kevin's a metaphor, right?
yes,
It's like a metaphor. You live your life trying to hurt others. Eventually, you'll hurt yourself.
I mean, Britain has no leader. Like I don't know what the succession plan is.
Right.
Yeah. So and then at the end, you guys saw a woman with a large staff.
Yes.
She named Jarlaxle, so she apparently knew him.
Right.
And she kind of like put him in this like sort of like this like magical cube.
A Faraday cage.
Oh, do you know what a Faraday cage is?
I absolutely know what a Faraday cage is.
What is that?
Can you explain it?
A Faraday cage is.
That will totally give you inspiration if you can explain what.
All right. Well, so a Faraday cage is a thing that you stand inside, and it doesn't allow, like it blocks out time and space and energy and. Not quite, but
this is a real thing, you know.
yeah, yes, I do
So
know
it doesn't
that.
block time and
No,
space.
it doesn't block
Okay.
time and space.
All right, fail.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I want to know what it is.
So, yeah.
Sure, if you tell me what it is,
what
and
is it?
I'll see how close it got to whatever he said.
Okay, so no, it like blocks electric fields.
Yes.
So like
yeah, time and
so
space.
like
Electricity. I
I feel like it was pretty close.
yeah.
it was pretty close.
Does time change inside the inside the cage?
No, this is an actual thing.
Yes,
You can't
yeah.
control time.
No, you can't control.
Okay, Sharif.
Right.
Time cops.
Tell that to Van Damme in Time Cops.
Right.
Tell that to Demolition Man.
Meet my friend Marty McFly.
That's right. Ask Reader. He might know something.
Yeah,
about it.
you might know something about Faraday cages.
Yeah. So this woman is a current Blackstaff, which means she is the head wizard at the Blackstaff Tower, which we went to at our I guess our first video, but fifth. Was it the 5th episode that was the Scream of Many Eyes one?
Or
I think it was a 4 or 5, right? Yeah.
In the order, yeah.
Yeah. But we did not see her when we went there. We just saw like that reject kind of wizard that made us solve the puzzle. Reject wizard. Yeah. So she offered to train, and that's anything else you guys recall from this?
No. Ren's still asleep.
Ren is still passed out on the ground
Right.
at this
I wish
point.
I got that much sleep in real life. Jeez.
All right, so
Right.
you guys ready to
Yeah, let's
hit
jump
it.
in.
jump in? All right, so we're gonna jump in at the exact moment where we stopped
Oh.
last episode. So the Blackstaff, she like just says we must train while like Jarlaxle is like in this cube, and then she's kind of looking at you guys. What do you guys do?
Who are you?
Training to what?
Which question would you like me to answer first?
His question first.
Okay.
I'm pretty nice.
Yes, there is an order in things.
I am Vajra Safar, the Blackstaff of Waterdeep.
Well, I am Perrin Underbow, the Bard of Waterdeep.
What is your question?
So, why are you training us? What is your interest with us?
Jarlaxle does not come out for small things. He's usually behind the scenes. If he's out, you must be very important. And if he's your enemy, then the enemy... I forgot the phrase.
The
so I
enemy
won't
of my
repeat it,
enemy is my
actually.
friend.
Enemies, friends for life.
Friends and enemies are
I won't get fooled
together.
again. Can't fool me again.
You can't fool me again.
Yes, so we clearly have a common enemy.
Yeah.
And I thought I've heard from some of my spies that there were some people causing trouble, but that was about a month or so ago. And it seems like you've returned. And I think you are the people that I need at this moment.
It seems as if we have constantly been accused of causing trouble. But I think we just perform universally.
Okay.
Well,
my spies say different, and she motions over, and you like also see this like, they almost look like they're unfurling like an invisible cloak.
Oh, they're wizards, Harry.
out.
It is Hagrid. No. And you see that it is Percival Ash, who is the theater nerd that you were talking to in the theater, except he looks much more serious now. And he goes up to the Blackstaff and like he like bows and says, "I'm so sorry. I didn't see the guards. I didn't see them come. I got freaked out when the paladin pulled out the sword and like I'm just so sorry." "That's okay. You're a young mage. You will come in very soon. But he has told me much about your adventures. He's been watching you."
Hold on.
You've been watching us, Percival?
This guy's been watching us invisibly the entire time.
You could watch us visibly and we could like hang out and like, I don't know, see a play together or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't have to
No,
be
you don't want to do that.
What? Why?
Because this guy's been like tracking us invisibly. We don't even know what he's seen.
What have you seen?
I pee with the door open, you
You
weirdo.
pee with the door open?
Yeah, you guys don't-
That's the weird part.
I can't be in confined spaces the entire time. I get really weird.
What's the opposite of agoraphobic? Like, oh, is that? No.
Claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic!
It's not the opposite, but it's definitely phobic for sure.
So while this comedy routine is going on, Celeste is actually going to check on Ren.
Okay, yeah. So, Rin, you finally start to come to up, but you have no idea what has gone on. So how do you go? You just get up and just start stretching. Okay.
I'm hungry.
Well, you also realize Celeste has picked you up.
Oh, hi. Hi, Celeste. Wait, what's going on? The last thing I remember, there was we killed each other and Duo's dead and I almost died and all this stuff. What? It was a dream. Was it a dream?
Yeah.
Is this real life?
Yes.
I'm very confused.
Okay.
Do you want me to put you down?
No. I just, there's just been a lot going on. I feel very relaxed though. How long was I asleep for?
Hours.
Oh, okay. All right.
You also notice on the ground there is what looks like a guard, but he has no head, and there's a sword kind of where his head should be. So you also notice that as well.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, you guys must have had fun while I was asleep, apparently.
I don't know if I would call this fun, but we got to kill some people.
Without me? You should have woke me up.
Well, it was wake you up or maybe watch them try to kill you.
Oh, they're trying to kill me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for not waking me up and taking care of them. But where's the rest of the group?
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, everybody.
And she swings him around because she wasn't facing us.
Yeah, you slowly turn around.
It's I'm standing with him in my arms I guess he's awake.
Hi. So, how was the murder?
It was more of a defending, not a straight murder.
Oh.
Murder's an intentional
That's true. How is the defensive
Manslaughter.
thing? Manslaughter.
So, Vajra,
Accessory. We're just an accessory.
are we gonna go in the theater to train?
The theater? Why would we go in the theater?
Whoa, we have to go check some stuff out in the theater. I mean, we don't have to go there now.
No, we must go to Blackstaff Tower immediately.
Okay.
Because this blue guy is very dangerous, and we need to get him to the tower.
Oh, are we
And
gonna experiment? Are you gonna experiment on him?
And if she does, so what?
Why do you ask?
'Cause I'm just curious. No reasons. It's just.
Well, he's very dangerous. I don't trust him definitely with the city guard or the prisons here. So.
Wait, why is he so dangerous? What does he do?
Okay, so as you look at the cube, you see him constantly pulling things out of his jacket and trying to he almost looks like he's trying to cast a spell, or he's trying to put things on these surfaces, and nothing's working. She looks over and then says, "Oh, don't worry, Jarlaxle. This cube, none of your magic works here."
I just had the image of Jarlaxle being a discount magician, pulling things out doves. No, that's not
rabbit
right. Scarves. That's not right.
No, that's not. Yeah, he's just pulling a really long, colored scarf over this thing. Yeah, so he's very dangerous. He is an affiliate of the Xanathar, and he's, as I said before, he's usually very behind the scenes. He never comes out unless it's something very important.
The Xanathar has our friend. If we train with you, could we maybe have you help our friend too?
Who's your friend?
His name's Shaka. I don't know his last name.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Duo. Yeah, Shaka. We should definitely get Shaka back.
Yeah.
Well, sure. If he's a friend of yours, we can definitely find him. The only thing I notice about Jarlaxle is I recognize most of his little tricks, but he has some kind of cube in his hand.
Is it what color is it? Is it a brass cube?
Yes.
Cool.
Does that mean anything to you?
Nope. Not at all. Nope. That's not something I need to find at all.
Well, if we bring him back to the tower, I can drop this field. I can't actually drop it here because he's very, I don't know how you subdued him. He can usually slip into a hole or turn invisible.
I'm real strong.
And she kind of flexes.
Celeste just like gives you a look like,
Also, just keep in mind, if you work with me, these public displays of violence, you need to work much more discreetly. As she points to Kevin's.
Kevin did
deceased
that to
body.
himself.
What do you mean?
He tripped and fell and decapitated himself because he's stupid. Well, was.
See, I really miss all the good stuff when I'm asleep.
Oh, that was your problem. We could have just left you in the statue.
Yeah, I understand.
We really should have tried to wake Ren up, though, guys. We definitely should have, right?
I thought it was a magical sleep, and he needed the kiss of his true love to wake him up.
I want to be in love again.
Go back to sleep right away.
Celeste just drops him on the ground like, can we just do what we're doing?
Yeah. Let's go to Blackstaff Tower.
Yes, we must go immediately. You guys go with her? Everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you're walking to the tower, which is not that far,
Good.
you see her kind of like walking with her hand sort of like behind her back, and the cube that Jarlaxle in is levitating and following her. And like he's like trying his best to try to find some way to get out, but he just can't. Okay. All right. So as you get to the tower, it's this massive tower, right? And like there's a very obvious front entrance with like guards in it. This is the entrance that the party used like first when we first went way back when. But she kind of goes off to the side, and you see her put her hand on. It looks like it's nothing. And then all of a sudden the air kind of like shimmers a bit and out materializes like a door.
Whoa.
Okay. And then like she says, "Follow me to the catacombs." And then she goes through the door. You guys follow?
I mean, that was a pretty cool line.
I feel like Ash is like running.
Delighted.
Celeste is super suspicious and like Ren's walking now. She didn't carry him all the way
Yeah,
there.
I'm a little nervous. I don't really know this person.
To the catacombs.
I will follow y'all, but I'll be in the back.
Like Celeste is just like, isn't this how we always get in trouble by just following people?
True. Everyone has betrayed us. All of our friends in this game have betrayed us.
Not me.
This is a wizard. She's clearly more powerful than all of us combined.
That's
She
true.
is. So
if
why
she
are we
says-
following her?
If she says let's go, then we should go
If she's against the
Right.
Xanathar.
by our own wishes, as opposed to having her make us do what she wants.
Y'all trust too easily. We all gonna die.
Do I truly do trust too easily?
Yeah, you guys do trust very easily. Everybody goes down?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys all go down? Okay. All right. So as you walk down these steps, it's like kind of like you're very classical, like it's like circular steps with torches on the, very, very tropey, going
Yeah.
down
Yes.
into a catacomb area.
Oh, wizard, your stairs are such a trope.
Oh, wow, torches.
Oh, cool. Haven't seen these before.
Never would expected this to come.
I roll.
I roll perception. There are torches.
Oh my God, a cobweb.
She really put a banister on these. This cannot be up to regulation.
Yeah. So as you get to the bottom of this, you like find yourself in a sort of like I would say about a 50 by 50 room, another square
Ooh,
room.
that's small.
Okay.
Right?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
50 by 50?
pretty large.
It's a pretty big room.
Oh.
Yes.
That's like a ballroom size.
I don't know. Did you grow?
Right.
Ash is just giant.
Actually,
No.
25 by 25.
Is this a servant's quarters?
I don't call it that.
Yeah.
Like where we're at is probably 50.
That's
Oh.
really funny.
Yes.
I don't know.
This
the
is
size.
50 by 50. That's just a linen closet.
Do you like store a dish rag here?
Yeah, I know. This is my walk-in closet at home. So
And Ash murders us all for making fun of her.
yeah. All right. So she like takes the cube with Jarlaxle in it, and she puts it in like a corner. In the other corners, you see three other cubes with things in them.
Vajra,
Yes,
can I ask you a question?
of course.
What are these cubes and what do they do?
Well, as I said before, these are for very dangerous criminals that we at Blackstaff Tower don't trust the city guard with. So we keep them here. And as you saw, only I have access to this area.
I want to run up to one of the other cubes and see what's in it.
Okay, which so like there's like one in like each corner. So
It's like 4 corners?
Yeah.
Or is it-
So Jarlaxle is in the northwest corner. So like you can either go to the northeast, southeast, or southwest.
whatever the closest one to me, I guess. The southwest.
You just don't want to think about the directions.
Well, I'm trying to think of where we are in the room. You said
Okay,
northwest, so did he
we're-
go past me?
Okay, sure.
I don't know if he went past me or not.
Sorry, but okay, yeah. So we're in the center of the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So southwest.
So like okay.
So you're going southwest?
Yeah.
She's at the northwest?
Jarlaxle is.
Jarlaxle's in the northwest?
Everybody right now is in the center, but like Knock Knock is about to go to the south.
I'm going here. Jarlaxle's over there.
Yes. So Perrin would like to investigate the one to the southeast, directly opposite of Jarlaxle.
Thanks for letting me know what the directions I just came up with.
For those people who are directionally challenged.
No one is. What do you mean?
Right?
I'm sorry,
you
you've
go.
seen me driving video games.
Don't worry. There are no bridges or alligators. Actually, there might be. So, I should think of a driving sequence with Celeste with like a
Oh
carriage.
no! That's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, that's like a side joke.
Right. Wilhelm scream
if you've ever seen Tanya's her Twitch streams under Cipher of a Tear, her driving sequences in games are legendary. They're legendary.
Think of legend.
They live in infamy.
There's some amazing clips out there. Where just
And I know right now Raving Sock Monkey is in my clips. Right now, I can feel it.
just driving into everything. It's great.
know what?
There's the email right there. Great.
I got you, Sim Wife. I got you.
Yeah. All right. So you said that you go to the southwest one, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So in the southwest cube, what you see is think kind of like Squidward, I guess.
Oh.
Like you kind of see, or who was the guy that Tony Stark called Squidward in Infinity War? Like the I forgot his name, but the guy that like levitated. And
I'm thinking the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
The-
yes,
the guy-
Oh,
okay.
yeah, Davy Jones.
David, yes,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So like, it's a guy like he's like all gray and his face has like these like protruding things on the bottom of it.
It's Zoidberg.
Yeah, and he's like standing there, but like he just looks like his like head is down, and he just looks like he's just like very lethargic.
Oh wow. So I go over to him and I turn to her and I'm like, who's this?
That? Oh, I don't think you need to know who that is. That's a very dangerous mind flayer.
Ooh.
Do you happen to know what a mind flayer is?
No, but it sounded bad, so I went,
Well, it flays your mind.
What? Like filet of what?
In mind.
Like filet
Flays
mignon?
your mind.
Oh,
Not
okay.
a fillet. It's a filet of fish.
That we're gonna eat.
We haven't eaten in a while.
No, this is a very dangerous mind flayer named Nihilor. He works with the Xanathar to help control people's minds and have them do the Xanathar's bidding.
Why are you keeping all these people?
Because we don't trust the city with these people.
They'll escape, probably.
And like we don't care, I mean, yes, there's but that stuff doesn't really work.
You're above the law.
So we keep them here. And I'm about keeping the city safe, whatever it takes, even if that means the law.
Is there oh, you're getting a cube, right?
Yes.
All right. So
Who is this precious urchin right here?
Okay, so this is a much larger cube than like the others.
Sure.
So
it looks ginormous.
No, it looks yeah. So like all you basically see is two massive legs, and like next to the legs are like kind of like two large hands. As you look up, you see this large sort of ogre-looking two-headed beast that's like all like brown with long shaggy like hair, and like as Nihilor is just like kind of looking down, kind of like it's subdued.
Ooh. There are wonderful things you can do with someone this size.
What?
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 Like per
What?
examples.
Yeah, that's in character and out of character.
Well, you know, if you were in control of someone like
Okay,
this.
just stop. I don't know where this is going.
Can I cast detect evil on parents?
This is not that kind of dungeon halfling.
And the show.
Is there a
Yeah.
bronze or copper box? There is in that room. You said that there's like
No, the cubes are the
No,
cages.
yeah.
So the cube that Jarlaxle originally had
Yeah.
in his hand when like you first saw him,
Yeah.
he still has in his hand. So that's inside of the magical cube that he's in.
What was the big thing that Perrin saw?
Are you asking
Yeah.
her?
Well,
I think he was. I
well,
think he was, yeah.
Perrin was.
I mean, all
asking-
you said was your weird, creepy comment.
Yeah,
You
well,
didn't say
no, I'm
anything.
just saying, he was like, Perrin's looking at this big guy, and he's thinking like, oh, if he was in control of this big guy, there are so many different things that they could do.
And that's you asking the Blackstaff
Well,
what this is?
No, yeah, well, Perrin wanted to know who this precious urchin was.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, she doesn't understand that and doesn't tell you because that is nonsensical. So maybe if you ask in a sensible way, she'll actually answer you.
Who is this?
Petty begets petty here on Rivals of Waterdeep.
Rivals of Petty Deep.
Oh my god.
It's deep.
Get shallow over here.
We said it wasn't that kind of dungeon. Sleeps just starts walking. She just like finds somewhere to sit down and just stares at all y'all. Like,
Yeah, there's a swing in the. No, sorry.
no,
Okay. All right.
out.
Yeah, sorry, I will stop that immediately because we are sponsored.
It was nice having the show. Goodbye.
Okay. That is an Etin.
Etim.
Very dangerous creature. Also in league with the Xanathar, but not that smart, but very dangerous. Like you see its size.
Yes.
Vajra,
Yes.
how much do you know about demons?
We don't come across that many here in Waterdeep, but we've heard.
Have you heard of Nightstone?
Yes, it's not that.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Why? Are you from Nightstone?
No,
No. And then Ren like just walks away. He's like, no.
Wow, that's really like the Get Out. Like,
Right, yeah.
It's like,
No, you have to.
start crying.
Right.
Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea?
our problems are bigger than the Xanathar, and we would take any training that you can offer us because we have a lot of things we need to do.
Sure, but this training is for Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Nightstone can wait.
Yes,
I'm the Blackstaff of Waterdeep.
I believe that.
I can't protect the whole Sword Coast.
No, but you're giving us skills that we can use to protect Waterdeep.
Yes.
Also,
Waterdeep.
yes, and you're giving us skills. You're teaching us how to fish.
All right, why don't you roll persuasion?
What?
Teach me
Why?
how to fish. Because she doesn't want to hear any of this Nightstone crap.
I just want to know about demons. It is gonna be persuasion. 13.
No, it doesn't work.
Then teach us all you know.
Sure. Do you guys look at, so there's one other cube.
Yeah,
You guys-
I want to run to that one too. I'm very
you
excited.
just
I'm like a
run up
kid
to it?
in like a toy store right now.
Okay, cool. Okay. You do like that chip scream.
Don't take me to a toy store, guys.
A lot of screaming, a lot of running.
Okay, so
They don't exist anymore.
it's true.
Child's World.
Right.
I used to go to Child's World.
Child's
back in the
World.
day.
I didn't know that they had those in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
What is
heard
that?
of
that was a New York
What is
game. Yeah,
that?
Child's World.
Child's World?
Yeah, it was like a Toys R Us competitor in the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It
cool.
was like a castle, right? It was designed like a.
It was like a panda. Ours wasn't a castle, at least.
So there was KB, and then
No,
there was
it wasn't
Playworld.
KB. I might be thinking of that.
Playworld was
Yeah.
a castle.
Okay, I remember.
Child's World was a panda, I think.
Okay.
But it was in around the same area that we had a Toys R Us, I remember. Yeah. But I thought it was cooler. I thought Child's World was cool. I would
Anti-establishment, Carlos.
Throughout history, I bet on the wrong businesses. Like I have a long history of just saying, like, "Oh, this business is going to the
I feel like
there you go.
Betamax."
I feel like you like own like an HD DVD player, Betamax.
Dude, like, don't even make those jokes because yes, I did. I had like a mini disc player.
I had a mini disc player too, for sure.
That's
I thought mini disc was taking over.
I thought
Mini disc was
Sega 32X was gonna be a big thing.
Christ. You were just stacking stuff on stacking systems.
I have one of those at home. They're pretty big. Oh my god.
Yeah.
2X, wow.
I always bet on the wrong horse. So yeah.
all right. Well, there you go.
Like,
Yeah, so I run to this other cube.
as you run, you sort of skid because you can't believe what you see, and your mouth drops, and you see in this cube, looking downward, just as subdued as the other people, Shaka.
What? I recognize it as Shaka.
You recognize a Shaka, yes.
I want to yell Shaka, like Shaka.
Okay.
What?
Does he wake up? Does he?
No.
I think I've run over
Yeah,
if you're yelling
runs
that.
over when he yells.
Oh, do you know this person? This is another. One of my spies saw him meeting with Jarlaxle. Anyone that meets with Jarlaxle, I do not trust. So he's definitely in here for sure.
Vajra, he made a terrible deal with the Xanathar, and he's doing things against his will. He's one of us. He's a good guy.
He met with Jarlaxle. He's not a good guy to me.
Well, he had to. Probably. He probably feels like if he didn't, we would die or he would die. There's a lot more. Things aren't just black and white.
They're very black and white here.
No,
There's
they're not.
good and there's evil.
Please
We're here
understand.
to protect the good.
Please understand the art of nuance. If you don't, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
I was literally looking at my screen and I heard the lyrics in my head and I like turned over.
Down, down, down.
Yes.
Allow me to introduce myself.
My name is Perrin Underbow, sometimes also called Hove. Hove Underbow.
Perrin under hove.
Yes. And this man, or this tiefling, is one of our group. I personally can vouch for his altruistic morals.
Also, yeah, I want to help.
Roll
You guys gonna try to
persuasion?
persuade her?
Yeah.
Roll persuasion. Yeah, that's a 20.
Nat 20?
Ooh.
No, not nat 20, but a 20.
Okay, 20 works. Wow, you have a plus 10 on here?
Yes, sir.
Holy crap, wow. Because he rolled a 10. I was like, what do you mean 20? Okay, yeah, so she like says, well, you did capture Jarlaxle. I'll give him a shot. So like she like kind of like lifts her like hand up and she like walks into an adjoining room with the cube following her, and like that she says, follow me.
So she lifts the cube up. So he hasn't. Shaka has not been removed from the cube.
No. She,
But-
in the same way that she brought Jarlaxle
in.
there with the
Right.
cube kind of levitating behind her, she's walking into another room with the cube of Shaka that's levitating behind her.
Does he know what's happening?
He's just like looking down and like not even moving.
Did anyone
It's
in
almost
any-
like he's in a stasis kind of.
Okay, is that what it was like when we looked at everyone in
Yes,
the queue? Oh,
yes,
okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So it's not like,
exactly.
oh, he heard us, but he's too ashamed to look up or anything.
No. The Etten and the Mind Flayer were also
Gotcha.
Like looking down that way.
Like little action
Please,
figures.
please explain the circumstances under which you received our good friend Shaka.
Well, my spies saw him meeting with Jarlaxle, and Jarlaxle got away, but we were able to catch this one. And if you say he is who you are, then I guess I'll have to release him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he put up much of a fight?
Okay.
Well, it's a thing because if he wanted to be captured, so he would get out of it.
I thought you were trying to get a jab at Shaka.
No.
No, he was so weak. Just,
No.
okay, got you.
Trying to be a double crosser to them.
Okay. Well, to be honest, he didn't see much. We're very stealthy, so I was able to encapsulate him in this cube without him even seeing. All right, so does like everybody go into this other room with her?
Yeah, and Celise actually stands there closest to the cube, like hand kind of ready just in case something's up with Shock. She's not gonna kill him, but she is a paladin.
Yeah, I understand for sure. Yeah. All right. So like this is a much smaller room, and she
10 by 10.
yeah exactly
45 by 45.
It's a 1 foot by 1 foot room. Ash is like, man, it's big.
I don't know if you know what those words mean.
And she puts like Shaka's cube down, and then she kind of motions her like hand into a fist. The cube kind of like slowly disappears, and like Shaka falls to the ground. Like he almost looks like he's unconscious.
Chips and I will just kind of try to catch him as he's going down.
Okay, all right. Roll acrobatics because like you'd have to actually get there.
You can do it.
Celise is probably closer.
That is a 13.
Okay, I would say that's enough. Yeah.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah. So like you end up kind of making it over there. Actually, why don't you just
Yeah. So
describe how you do it?
as he's kind of falling, Ash, it's not like a catch. It's more of just a setting him down so he doesn't like slam into the ground, and he's just like laid out comfortably.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. Well, wake the tiefling up. I have a lot of questions for him.
Good morning. And I start slapping his forehead.
All right. How hard was it? If you do this and say slapping, like I mean,
Yeah. It's just like
a tap.
Yes. It's not like a smack. It's like
Am I wrong? Is there a difference between a tap and a slap? I feel like a tap is like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Slam.
a slap is a sound too.
I feel like you're slapping him like that scene from the Naked Gun in the airplane where they just keep slapping.
Oh no, it's not. I don't,
There's that long line.
I don't want to cut. Damn it.
Well,
Get a hold of yourself.
Celise like tries to grab Ash. It's like, hold on. We don't know if he's gonna know who we are when he wakes up.
Why?
He'll know
How do you know?
because he
Celise, how do you know
I
he
don't
won't?
know.
No.
I'm
I just have faith
You
in
know
it.
what? You, Sir Bard, have been skirting the line between good and evil a lot in my company. I'm trying to keep us safe.
There is nuance to everything.
I know that. I'm just trying to keep us safe.
Absolutely.
I'm not standing over him with my sword drawn.
Very
I'm just
well.
trying to keep Ash safe in case he doesn't recognize
All right.
us.
As you say that, what you hear is, oh, that's the Celise I remember, and it's Shaka's voice. It's like very weak, but you can kind of hear him on the ground.
I'm gonna go over and like hold my hand over him to lay on hands, but I want to see how he reacts first.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely very skittish, so he's kind of like going away from
I
you. a little bit.
just want to heal you. I'm not gonna do anything. Do you need healing?
Very much, yes.
All right. So while you all are doing whatever, I'm gonna heal him, and I'll roll for his HP back.
Okay, sweet. All right.
And that's also a plus. So he gets 9 back.
Okay, great. All right. So he kind of is like, oh, what are you guys doing here? Are we with the Xanathar?
No,
No.
we're saving you.
Saving me? I'm trying to save you.
Is this why you left me at the tavern? when we were drinking.
Yeah, that's right.
Why
And
did
it,
you
like,
smile when you said that? That's messed up, Ren. I saw him smiling.
No, I was only smiling. I was only smiling because I remember Rin putting on these fake glasses and trying to be a bodyguard. But no, I left because he really sighs and he kind of looks and says, "You guys are not going to like this."
What did you do?
Try us.
My patron is the Xanathar.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
I have been hiding this and
The whole time?
since before we met.
So we can't trust him. We can't trust him.
Wait, no.
We have to kill him.
Rin,
We have to kill him. He's with the
Calm
Xanathar. I've told him so many of my secrets. He's against us.
Oh, that's pretty messed up.
No, wait.
Yeah,
I'm upset.
Did anyone know this?
No, I didn't.
I thought I could manage it.
You haven't killed us yet.
When did you know?
And I especially thought that after after the Intellective Hour blocked the patron, I thought that, I could manage it. But unfortunately, right around when the Stone of Galore, when we got the stone, the patron broke through. And I've just been agonized with what to do. And it was enough that I saw when Celise attuned to it and she mentioned the locations. I knew that I could not let the Xanathar see anymore. So when we got to the Hangman Tavern, I knew that I had to leave because I didn't want them to know any more details. So that's why I ran off, Ren.
But I don't. How can we trust you? How do we know that you haven't told them all the stuff that we've done already?
I'm not asking for your trust. I'm just sharing the truth. I understand if you guys don't have any trust anymore.
What do you guys think?
Well, Celeste still has her hands on him, by the way, and she might let them creep up around his neck.
Well, he took chips so I could see what the deal was.
Yes,
I
knew that the Xanathar would not know that you could see through chips, so I kept them in my bag when I met with Jarlaxle, hoping that you would, be able to see it.
Have you how do you unoath to someone? How do you break that? Can you break that? Is there paperwork?
Well, you go to the website.
Yeah. You hit unsubscribe.
Yes, unsubscribe.
Would you like
They're gonna ask you a survey at the end.
and then you fail the CAPTCHA 5 times.
Right. Yes.
Oh my God.
Just choose the option other, and then for your comment, just type in nonsense. It really throws off their algorithm.
So, question out of character. Can I... Shaka, while Shaka's not actually evil, he is serving the Xanathar. Would a smite potentially break the connection?
Whoa.
Or would it... It's a valid question. I'm not trying to kill him.
it could kill him,
Oh,
Well,
but it could possibly have a effect. But it
Half a smite?
It would hurt him.
Half
quite
a
bit.
smite, mini smite.
can I do a quarter smite?
I'm scared.
I don't know what your spell says, but I'm pretty sure it's smite.
Can I get a Lucy?
I only want one red. Just one red.
How much for a half a smite?
That's a lot of money. Shout out to Chris Rock. Yeah.
Lord.
Can it break 100 though?
Yeah. So Shaka again. He looks very, just very distressed, and he says I finally was able to break my connection with the Xanathar.
So you're fine now, right?
So
Well, I'm not fine. I've lost all
Yeah.
of my spells that the patron granted me.
Oh wow.
I feel very weak. I don't know who I am. You have to understand, a warlock pledges to their patron very early. So I've been pledged with what I thought was, the great old one since I chose this line, but it turned out to be the Xanathar.
Would you want to, I don't know, is there a way that you can either one, pledge to someone else, someone nicer, or
I can try, but I've been fooled once.
or just learn
be fooled
magic
again.
on your own?
And then the Blackstaff says, I can teach him if so far he sounds like he's not who I thought he was. I could definitely teach him some things. And sorry, somebody else.
Oh yeah.
No, I was gonna ask.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
And so Celeste just looks over. It's like, can you break the hold Xanathar has on him?
Has he already broken
Well, I think
it?
he's broken it already, but I could definitely check to make sure it's completely severed. And then Shaka, he looks down again and says, "There's more.
More?
Unfortunately,
There's more.
What more?
well, you might be wondering how I got chips."
I actually didn't think about it until right now, but yeah, how did you get chips?
You might be wondering how I knew that where you would be and when you would be asleep for me to get chips.
All right, man. Yeah, go ahead.
And this is really hard for him to say. So he's kind of really struggling for the words, and he's like, I helped design the cube.
Oh Lord.
The cube you were in?
No, the cube that put you to sleep.
The red, blue, and
So this
green.
is all Shaka's fault. We have to kill him. It's
I am willing to pay that price
No, he doesn't have to die. People make
for-
mistakes.
for what I've done.
Shaka, you could have killed us all.
But he didn't.
I could.
Yeah, but I mean, he's with the Xanathar who are trying to kill us.
I'm not with this.
Or he's a patron. Yeah.
Yeah, he is the Xanathar.
He is the Xanathar.
Try to keep up. Shaka's the Xanathar. Keep up.
And then Shaka morphs into a beholder.
Oh my god, imagine. That'd be funny.
No,
Then we would have to kill him.
They wanted me to make traps for you guys since they knew the 3 locations.
But you made them just easy enough so we would escape. You knew we would escape because we're so smart.
Well,
Questionable.
yeah.
So
So
Celeste is just looking at Ash like,
so he kind of you know when someone is kind of lying and they look up a different direction.
Yeah,
He's
they look to their
he's
left
like,
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Well, I did put in a back door that I knew that they couldn't find."
A back door where?
Did we find it?
You did not find it.
Okay.
Because we're that good.
You're that good.
What was the? I'm just curious. What
I know. I was waiting for somebody to ask.
what were the back doors?
So you might have noticed that your reflections disappeared.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
Well, actually, I hope you noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we noticed.
it's creepy.
Okay. So that cube that Jarlaxle is holding right now, that cube has a copy of each of you inside of that cube.
Oh, that's messed up.
So if we can get that cube back to the Xanathar, we can figure out whatever we want to take them down.
I don't trust this, you guys. Why are we giving a cube that has a copy of all of us to the Xanathar?
Yeah, when you say copy, do you mean like exact copy of us?
Or just physical copy.
I think it's best for you to see yourself. And he says, "Vajra, can you please get us the cube?" And she says, "I don't know. He's very dangerous. If I drop that magical field, he might try to get away."
I'll put him in a headlock.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm looking to train you, and this can be your first test.
Wait, why do we need copies of us? Hold on. Am I the only one who feels like we don't need copies of ourselves? Thank you.
Yeah.
The Xanathar wants us dead, though, so if we have a copy of us,
Okay.
right?
But what does that mean? Finish that line.
Then we can kill those copies so it looks like we're dead, and so we fake our own death so the Xanathar leaves us the heck alone.
But how do we know that the copies, like if they get killed, that we get killed?
Yeah, that's
Like in
true
a weird
too.
connection
Oh, I didn't
body
know
thing.
that.
And what if they're like the opposite of us?
Ooh, like a nega knock knock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they talk in the third person, and they have gray skin.
So like Shaka says, knock knock is right.
Oh, say
That's
it
why we
loud.
have knock
It was
knock
the
on
only
the
way I
team.
could get it to work is it's your reflection, so it's actually an inverted version of you.
Oh, nega
That's-
Ash is probably so lame.
Does that mean like
I'm not
That's so
sure how
scary.
it came out. I'm not sure what it is, but
Right.
that's why we need to look in the cube and
That's super
actually
scary.
see what happens.
Can you guys imagine me, but like using my left hand as my dominant hand the entire time? That's what Knock Knock thinks the opposite of him would be. Just like, still the same
It's
guy.
like, oh man, now my hair is part of the other.
Wait, but Knock Knock would be like a genius then if he's like the exact opposite.
It's true. Yeah. So Vajra says, okay. And she walks into the other room. She comes back with the cube of Jarlaxle. And like I says, I'm going to challenge you to get the cube from him.
Like right now, we're gonna do this.
Well, we need to see this. And I need to make sure that you're really, really ready for this.
You guys want to
really
huddle up
defend
real
the
quick on
Yeah,
this?
yeah, like a sidebar.
You guys
One
want?
second.
Can you give us a side? We
One
do
moment.
we do this sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Hold
will
on.
give you.
Why are we so pressed
I
for
will give you
time?
more than 1 second because 1 second would already be over. Would
Okay.
you like more time than that?
Yeah, like 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And she like, well, she doesn't totally leave. She's obviously still looking at you from the
Yeah.
other room. But all right, what
And
do
so
you
we're
guys-
just all gonna huddle together.
Okay, they're gonna drop the box thing on this guy, and we need to get the little box that he's holding, right, guys?
Yeah. You know, remember when I made a pact with like a demon? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the box, probably.
Okay,
So I don't know what to do with that information.
okay,
I just want to tell you. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you.
okay. But like,
you.
what do you want to? So this guy,
I just wanted to share that. Thank you. Continue.
so this guy's gonna like come at us. What are we gonna do, and how are we gonna get this box?
I can just like put him in a. I can just grapple him again and just like grab him.
Oh, you're gonna play that old
That old thing.
tune?
Yeah. That old grapple
chestnut.
tune.
That old chestnut
Yeah. Or we can just like get rope, and just tie him up.
rope. This guy's like really powerful.
Oh yeah.
magical rope.
I
Yeah.
was just about to say.
So Lisa's just watching all of this. Like, is this really your plan?
What's your plan, Sleaze?
Yeah. What's your plan?
Someone reach into the cube and not actually let it all the way down.
How do you get your hand out though? What if he gets out?
What if it's one of those cubes? If you like put your hand in it, like chops it off because of the box.
Yeah.
Someone should grab him from behind and then put his arm in there just in case. And if it gets chopped off, then he's the one who gets his arm chopped off.
Oh, can't we just connect two cubes at the same time? Tell him to walk inside one cube and leave the box in the other cube?
Listen. Our party is unmatched. Our power is unrivaled. Let him loose. We shall get what we need.
Oh my, okay.
That was a really good speech. We don't have a plan, but it was a really good
I
speech.
feel very motivated now. I feel very
That's some
motivated.
Remember the Titans stuff right there.
That was like a Braveheart speech. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. So we'll say we speed up time a little bit.
Right.
They watch us pee.
And Vajra comes back in the room and says, "Are you ready? I'll be watching. Don't worry, but I want to make sure that you can handle people such as Jarlaxle, because there's many more, very powerful too, even more powerful than him. And I can pretty much guarantee he's probably the most powerful person you've ever faced.
Jarlaxle?
Yes.
I mean, we were kind of almost killing him before you showed up.
Well, I didn't see it. I'd be surprised.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I did notice he has a wound in his chest. Is that what you did?
And like Ash's hand is still probably really like bloody, and she's just like, yes.
She's like, okay, well, I only have a couple of requests. Don't kill him, obviously, because we need him for information.
Yeah, I definitely won't kill him. Wink.
And also, as this is a test of your skills, try not to use any truthing spells or such. You can try, but he's very... Let me just say, it probably won't end well. He's very, very adept at dodging those spells.
So I can't use truth on
You
him.
can... I just a suggestion.
Okay.
That you might have to be a little more creative with getting information out of him and for getting the cube.
Okay, can you put the cube against a wall and we'll go 2 on each side?
Sure. Which wall would you like?
Let's see. The southwest one has the other
The
thing.
middle.
Oh, the corner you mean. Oh, 2 wall. Okay.
Oh, I guess 2 walls.
Which corner would you like?
We should put him in the corner that Shaka was in.
Yeah, the shame corner.
Okay, so in the northeast corner. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we just fight in this room? Is it
No, it is in the. So this is a different room from the
Okay.
room with the cubes.
okay?
So
But-
there isn't a corner where Shaka was in this room.
Well, I thought you
Yeah.
meant the same corner
yeah,
as the
yeah.
other room.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the Patriot corner, in the Tom Brady corner.
Yes. There he is.
Sure. All right. So like she like motions and like the cube kind of like goes over there.
Cool. I wanna turn to Shaka while we're all getting ready. I imagine there's like 3 on each side of the cube like that, and I'd be like, okay, as soon as it goes down, you turn into the Xanathar, and then
Truly.
Okay. Yeah. Also, Shaka, he's not 100%.
Yeah.
Like he's been healed somewhat, but he's not 100%. And like he also doesn't have like his weapons. He doesn't have spells. So he's like like, guys, are you sure you want me to be in here?
oh yeah, for sure.
Like, am I going to be bait? Like, what do you like? What,
No,
what
you're
am I-
not going to.
You're not going to be bait.
I mean, I could perform an unarmed strike or so.
No, but
actually,
this
what do you say,
guy-
unarmed strike. I don't know.
But this guy, but like, doesn't this guy think that you still have powers?
I don't know.
What if you pretend that this is... Wait. In the cube, Jarlaxle was doing stuff. That means he is aware and cognitive of where he is.
He was while she was bringing him in.
Yeah.
Now that
Okay.
he's been in, he's in the same kind of stasis
Okay.
Wait.
as the rest of them.
Perrin has a fantastic idea. Shaka, you and him, he presumes unrealistically that you are, hey guys, that you are
That was good.
perhaps an ally of his. Does he not?
Yeah. I mean, the last time I saw him, like Ash saw it. I let him know that I took care of you guys.
What's the wizard's name?
Vajra?
Vajra.
Vajra, is it possible for you to make a cloak of invisibility or perhaps camouflage our beings so that it looks like Shaka is in here alone with our intended victim?
Roll persuasion because she definitely wants you to do it on your own.
22.
Okay. All right. She says, well, I mean, I was really looking for a test of you guys, but that idea is very good. So I will lend you 1 invisibility cloak, not all of you. So you can choose to cover 1 person if you like.
I choose being a prisoner of Shaka.
Very well. Very well. So perhaps we can have,
I don't know. Well, so
my plan was if we pretend to not be there, Shaka can pretend that he is there and they are alone, and maybe we can get what we need without any unnecessary battle.
Well, if there's not enough cloaks for us, what if we made it that Shaka had captured us and we would just sit quietly?
Very well.
Oh,
I like that
that
plan.
plan.
There we go.
Celeste does not like that.
Do you want the cloak?
No, Celeste is just like,
Celeste, you can have the cloak,
I don't
and you
want
can.
the cloak. I don't hide.
Well, what was your plan? What would you want to do?
I thought we were going to rush him and take the cube.
What does the cube do, guys?
Puts us asleep.
Well, I really can't explain it right now.
Well, can you try?
It's
Short
the
version.
Faraday cages of cubes, guys.
Yeah, it blocks time and space. That's so funny.
I mean, Celeste doesn't like the plan, but if that's the plan, she'll go with it. But she's going to be ready to spring out.
Okay. So how do you guys arrange yourselves? What happens?
So, yeah, I think I think that out of character, that it would be the most conceivable that Rin, Perrin, Ash, and Knock Knock blundered their way into trusting Shaka, and he captured us all.
Yeah.
And that Celeste would definitely not be a person that would be gullible enough to trust one of her companions and people that has been there through the storm with her the entire. So I think that
It would be more believable
it'd be
if we
more
were
believable
captured
if we were captured and Celeste was not. So if Celeste wanted to hide under the cloak,
and be ready to spring
be
out.
ready to spring out if things go left. They can't possibly go left, but yes.
No, it won't.
No.
it's
This
gonna be
plan
great.
is
We're
this plan is
really
sound. Nothing could ever
good.
go wrong with this plan. I like this plan.
Let's do this plan.
Let's do this plan.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll be cloaked.
Okay. All right. So where's everybody positioned? Do you guys still like 3 and 2 on the sides of the cube? Because that's what you guys were saying before.
Well,
You're gonna
yeah,
be
I
like,
think that
are you farther away?
What if we're all lined up against the
lined
wall
up,
with our
yeah.
arms?
Yeah,
in
with
back?
our arms in the back of us.
Okay. So it's just Shaka that's sort of like approaching.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's really good making me do the work. Okay. Good. Good job, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Love you, Reef.
Well, I got to go with it. I set up the encounter. Okay. All right. So you guys are kind of like in the corner. Where are you cloaked, Celeste? Are you on the same wall? Or are you? gonna be
I'm
somewhere
in the
else?
darkest corner. I can be just in case any light shifting doesn't draw attention to where I'm cloaked in.
Wow.
Very good.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Sorry,
Fine.
Master of Optics.
Yeah.
Celeste. Okay. All right. So like Shaka's like kind of like in the middle facing the cube, and all you see is Vadra's hand kind of like come out and like, you know, out of the doorway and like close, and like Jarlaxle's cube dissipates and he falls on the ground as well. But he's still like it looks like he's grasping that cube almost like it's attached to him. All right, what do you guys do?
Well, it's Shaka's
I think Shaka is in charge here.
I guess I'm just asking if like you guys stay there.
Yeah, I stay there, and I'm looking like I'm struggling a little bit, like
yes,
to get out of my binds. But I'm
Okay. Now, are you guys actually bound? Or
No.
No, we're not.
we just have our hands behind our
You're
back.
just like,
Our hands are behind our back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I hate you guys. Okay, all right. Shaka is like going up to Jarlaxle, like, you know, trying to get him to like wake up. At the same time, he's looking over at the cube and like trying to see if he can get a sense of like how it's actually in his hand. And he does not get a sense of actually how it's there. Jarlaxle actually wakes up much faster than Shaka does. And when he wakes up, it seems like he's at pretty, not full strength, but he seems like, Shaka kind of had a slow kind of rise up and like he was weak. Jarlaxle, he like gets up, looks at Shaka very intently, says, "What are you doing here?" And then like Shaka's like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I took care of them. You took care of them?
We trusted you, Shaka. I'm just trying to help him out.
Yeah, I can't believe we trusted you and you turned into the Xanathar.
I want both of you guys to roll performance. I want to see how this goes.
14. Crit fail.
Crit fail for Adam.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to help his story.
So your crit fail is basically exactly what you just did. We trusted you, Shaka. Right? Jarlaxle says, "Are these your prisoners?" Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Are you sure? Something seems off about you. Yeah, well, I brought them here. Where is here? Where the hideout? It's.
Shaka, please.
Shut up, prisoner.
I will.
That was like
Silence.
that was like under the surface for a long time. That was like your comeuppance.
That was the most basic voice I've ever heard
He was like,
since I've known.
Shut up, prisoner.
So Shaka, how long have you been holding this?
That felt very good.
Right, yeah.
By the way.
Can I call from your sister?
Shaka, this is Sheila. Mama fell. Shut up, prisoner.
So good.
Yes.
Do you continue to?
I will not allow you to continue to besmirch us in this way. You know where you've brought us. You know what you have done. Shaka, you should be ashamed of yourself. We trusted you. We were your friends. We fought for you. We bled for you. And this is how you betray us. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Oh, roll performance with advantage.
I really want to play this.
Yep, how dare you?
But you can't point.
I know. In my head, I did that.
16.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you're lucky you had advantage because I saw that first. Yeah. So Jarlaxle was like, "Shaka, I'm impressed. You've actually betrayed your friends. Truly, the Xanathar have gotten through to you." And then like Shaka looks a little more composed now. Because he was freaking out. He's like just woke up and has been super weak, so he was freaking out. If you guys notice, so like he's like, yeah. They. I'm sorry, Perrin, but my honor is with a new group. All of you. And that's really bad.
His performance was not
Yeah,
as good.
exactly. He failed in real life on performance. And then, like he says, "Jarlaxle, I have one request. I need to make some modifications to the cube. As you saw, I didn't fully trap them into it, as I said to you, and like as I showed on the blueprint. But I just need to make some changes. I thought this was fully vetted." Well, yeah, but everybody makes mistakes. Just let me just get the cube, please. And then like he says, "Wait, why are you talking about the cube in front of your prisoners? They should know nothing about this."
We've already seen it. We've already seen it.
Prisoner! Do not besmirch me again.
Like you guys ain't never met before.
Prisoner Underbow.
He calls Ash, but calls Perrin prisoner.
No, that's been hiding under the surface.
Yeah, man. Shock is messed up. He's messed up. Okay. All right. Jarlaxle says, and then he starts to look around, and like he's like, wait, where are we? And then like Shock is like, we're
Oh no.
we're in one of the Xanathar's secret hideouts. Why would you know about a secret hideout and I don't? I recruited you. There's no way this is a Xanathar hideout.
Get him. Just kidding.
Well,
Better signals.
I know.
This is tense. Just watching Sharif do this is really tense for him. He's doing. I'm like, what's he gonna say next?
I'm method acting. So he's like, and then like Shaka kind of like falls to his knees, and it looks like he kind of can't speak. He's like, and like he's just kind of rocking back and forth on his knees, and he can't really speak. And then Jarlaxle, he like gets up, and like I says, something weird here, and he pulls out his rapier and puts it to Shaka's neck.
Sleaze busts. I was like, no, you can't have him.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Roll for initiative.
Roll initiative.
I wasn't gonna let him.
No,
cut Shaka's
that's what I would
head
do.
off.
I was real close.
I'm like, we can't let Shaka.
Yeah, can you keep track of this, Scott?
I got it.
6.
5.
18.
Yeah, what's your question?
Did my
No. You take it from the old one.
This is a GM question. Hush.
Yeah.
Did my
Shut up, prisoner. Silence.
Not great.
did my initiative bonus go up?
Not yet.
Okay, so I have 16.
What I said.
But she struck first, so she would still get her action, or
Well, she hasn't struck him. She just unveiled herself, and
Yeah, because he started it by putting the rapier to Shaka's neck. Dice, please be kind to me. You were super expensive. Be good to me.
and you can put Jarlaxle in at 12.
12. What was yours again, Perrin?
6.
What was Celise again?
16.
And is Shaka going, or is he just gonna?
He's still on the ground, kind of like going back and forth. He's
No.
Yeah.
We're at Knock Knock is first.
All right.
Okay. So I want to have, even though my hands are behind my back, I have both my arrows like in my hands behind my back. Yeah.
okay.
And I want to throw the hummingbird at the guy.
Yeah, roll it.
Ooh, 12.
Okay. Does not hit.
Fly back. Okay. And then how far away is he?
He's about 25 feet away.
Oh, okay. So misses. I guess I'm just gonna run up and be there then. I'll use that in my action.
Yeah, because you cover like 30 feet.
Yeah,
right?
30
okay,
feet,
yeah. All right, so you run up and you're right next to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ash is next, and she is going to get her longbow, and she's gonna just try to shoot him.
Sure. Okay.
That is a 26.
Okay, that definitely hits for sure.
For 4 damage.
Okay. All right. So tell me how it happens.
So she sees she feels the movement from Knock Knock, because I see that they're on the wall together. So she knows that like shit's going down right now. So she almost at the same time Knock Knock throws his arrows, she's loading her quiver. So by the time that she Knock Knock throws his, she's already releasing.
Okay. All right. Where were you aiming?
I'm trying to aim in his chest.
Okay. Oh, right in the same part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does hit him in the chest. It doesn't stick, but it definitely it like hits and then like falls off.
Yeah.
But like he like reels back and like he like definitely feels it like, oh, going for the weak spot, I see. All right. Next.
Celise.
All right. So is he still holding the rapier to?
Not at this point because like her like arrow kind of knocked him.
Am I close enough to still approach in melee range and get off my attacks?
You can run up and do an attack because that'd be 30 feet and then attack.
So I'm gonna do.
But like you would only get like one attack because
So-
it'd be one action to go and one to hit.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to use Abjure Enemy.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Channel Divinity, Abjure Enemy. As an action, you can choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see to make a Wisdom saving throw. They have to beat 14. Fiends and undead have disadvantage on the saving throw. On failure, the creature is frightened and the speed is reduced to 0, and it can't benefit from bonuses for 1 minute or until it takes damage. On success, the creature's speed is half for 1 minute or until the creature takes damage.
Okay. All right. And like it's a wisdom saving throw, you said.
Yep, so he has to beat a 14 on Wisdom.
Okay. He definitely beats it.
Okay, well,
22.
he is not slowed, so I'm going to get my one action in, my one attack.
Okay. Well, if you cast, so like you can't run up, cast, and hit.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well
like,
then
you would
I stayed where I
have
am
to
and
go
I
up
cast.
and stand there, or you can. I don't know if you can cast.
It's within
two
60
spells.
feet.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can cast. If you have 2 actions, I don't think you can cast 2 spells. Can
No,
you?
I'm only casting once.
Okay, what's your second action?
Then I'm just going to get closer.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, who's next?
Next is Jarlaxle.
All right, so Jarlaxle is, he looks down on like his chest, which is, clearly still damaged, and he looks right at you because you were the one that was really grappling him a lot, and he pulls out, as I mentioned before in the bar, he has like a bunch of daggers around him.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's pulling out more daggers that are actually on his chest. So he just pulls out these daggers and he throws them at you. And hold on, let me get his stuff. Oops. All right. So like he's gonna like throw 2 daggers at you.
Okay.
All right, and one is a 30,
Oh,
and one is a 16.
So both hit.
I told you he's powerful.
And then we TPK'd. Cool.
Okay,
no.
and
refuse.
the damage for 1,
Oh my God.
3, 5 is 7,
Oh Lord.
and the damage for the other.
Oof.
That's a 2.
Negative 2.
6.
Negative 2.
He rolled a negative 2.
13. So 13 and 7?
Yep,
So 20?
20.
Ah, Lord.
Yep,
All right, well.
Well,
and like again, he is aiming for that claw.
No.
So like you don't necessarily fall back
Yeah.
or anything because you can take it, but
Yeah.
you feel it though.
Okay.
You feel it.
It is Perrin next.
Perrin looks at him and says,
You should have chosen door number 1.
and he casts 3rd level Dissonant Whispers
Yeah.
on him, which I've got to tell him something bad.
What's the save on it?
Save is 15.
Okay. What?
The wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
15.
All right.
And he says to him, We tried to do this without bloodshed. You will come to regret your hastiness.
Okay. So he fails, but Jarlaxle has a legendary resistance where if he fails a saving throw, he can choose to succeed.
So does he
That's
choose to
rude.
do
He
that?
chooses to succeed.
Okay, well, he still takes half the damage.
Yes. Okay.
So that's 8, 13, 14.
Oh my god.
16 plus 7.
Okay.
So 23.
Okay, so he takes 12.
12 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still damaged from our last battle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So like he's not at full health, but he has a lot of health.
Yeah, I figured.
So he's still pretty spry.
Pretty spry. Rin is next.
Okay. So since we leveled up, I can do a level like a.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh. Well, I guess I could just do the regular thing. I was like so excited. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Okay.
I was excited. I was like, okay, so I'm rolling to hit. 16, and then one.
Yeah. What is the save on Firebolt?
The what?
The save on the
throw?
Firebolt, or is it just a ranged attack?
Yeah. Is it a range attack or a spell?
It's a range.
Oh, okay. So then you got to add whatever your modifier is on top of the 16.
Yeah. That's Dex, right?
It
Oh, it's right here.
is no go. So go to your weapons. So actions, yeah. And then what is it? say
Oh,
at the
plus
top?
6.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what is it?
22.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, wrong one. Oops.
You got a 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's the attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The attack
yeah.
roll is 22.
Does not hit.
Damn, what?
Guy,
22?
22 does not hit.
well, can I firebolt my foot or something?
Well, it's not a crit fail. But
Well, yeah, I was just like-
tell me what happens. How do you do this?
Well, I was like how I was excited to do like a higher level spell, which I can't. It's just like firebolt, and it like he just flings his hand backwards and just out of nowhere, just like, oh wait, that's going the wrong way.
Oh, you just launched it behind you.
He was like, wait, this supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
So I firebolt backwards.
Okay. So you firebolt actually into the other room.
Oh, nice. Is it on fire?
And like Vajra is back there.
Oh.
And as you look back to see where your fireball goes, she kind of is basically staring directly at you, like wondering what's going on.
Oh, you get an F on day one.
All right, and then Vajra yells, "Let me know if he's too much. Then I'll know that you need some more training than I planned." All right, who's next?
Knock, knock.
So I'm right up with
Yes,
him, right?
yes, you're
I'm
right
gonna
up.
try to steal that cube thing.
Okay, sure.
Cool. Is that sleight of hand?
Yeah, you roll sleight of hand. I will roll wisdom.
Oh, 7.
Okay. Yes, you did not do it. but
Okay, so-
what do you do?
So yeah, I'm like, oh my god, look over there, and like he's like staring right at me, and then he doesn't move. So then I'm gonna go try to hit him with my arrows. Then
Okay.
my yeah,
What's your?
let me do both of those.
Just remember that 22 didn't hit.
So that first one definitely didn't hit. Second one is a 20, and then I'm gonna do it again because I get 2 attacks, and those don't hit either.
Yeah. All right. So what, how do you?
Is he just dodging these things? Or?
I mean, are you going right?
Yeah.
thing?
I'm like,
Okay,
just
so-
like trying to hit him
Yeah.
any which way I can.
So like you're choosing not to go for the weak point in the armor. You're actually looking for a different part, and your arrows just can't break through his armor.
Gotcha.
So like you're like connecting with him, and like it does cause him to like kind of move, but
Yeah.
it doesn't actually damage him.
This guy is sneaky.
Up next is Ash.
Okay.
So Ash remembers that the goal is to just retrieve the box. It's not necessarily to kill him because we can't kill him.
Very good.
So,
Well, yeah.
I mean, we
Don't
could.
be so defeatist, Ash.
I mean, he's so strong. But as Knock Knock is distracting him, I'm running up on the other side. And when he said, "Look over there," it was actually I was on the other side. And I'm going to try sleight of hand to take it.
All right.
That is a 15.
Okay, so you actually beat him.
Oh,
You beat him. So tell me how you take it.
So Knock Knock goes, look over there. And I like look at Knock Knock, and as that guy's obviously not distracted or by me, I am able to put my is he have it in his hand?
Yes.
So I do like a swap out. So I have something in my bag that's like a pretty rock I found that is like around the same length. It's my lucky rock.
You're trying this parent thing. You're trying this parent thing they try to do on Celise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I learned from you.
Exactly.
But he's holding it, so he has to be holding something, right?
Well, he
Yes,
doesn't have
he
to.
is
You can just
holding the
take it.
cube.
You can just take it from him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I
if
do.
you want to replace it, you can, but he's going to make fun of you for sure.
Oh, I don't mind. People make fun of me all the time. So I just take the thing and I replace it.
Okay.
First period with a ball gown.
Yeah. Yeah, come at me. Okay, we're doing Chicago.
Yeah, check out Chicago.
Check out Chicago. Tickets are $8.
All right.
Could have been cellophane. That could have been my name. You were just. Did you just play? Did you just play that guy? Yeah. Or did you actually play one of the women?
I played one of the women.
Oh, okay.
I was in Cell Block Tango. It's fine.
Do you say anything? Do you take it? Or
Nope,
you
I sure
just grab
don't. I just take it and I run.
it? Okay. All right. Now were you already close? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, because I
I
used
think you
my
had to run up. And,
Yeah, I
and
used my
take it.
action.
So I don't think you can run.
so
back.
I'm just there,
you're
but I'm
yeah,
not
you're-
saying anything.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Who's next?
Celise.
All right. Am I close enough to use attacks now?
Yes.
All right. I'm going for the weak spot where Ash basically like ripped his chest open.
Okay. Sure.
All right. First attack. That is a 23.
Does not hit.
Jesus.
That's who this guy is. He has.
22. So neither
Does
of
not
those
hit.
hit.
I'm not making this up.
No, I know. I'm
I'll
just
show
like,
you guys the.
I
character
believe
sheet
you.
after-
So
afterwards.
neither hits.
All right. How do you do it?
Celise is like, she's got her sword up and she's like just trying to like go for that rent in his armor. And he like just moves out of the way. So she doesn't like, she misses him, but you know, she's just like, hold still, you bastard.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he like kind of like dodges and just kind of like sneers at you.
I got a sneer for
You
you.
know,
I'm gonna smite you.
with his eyebrow up.
Like I got you sneer.
You hear Vajra in like the other room, like, "Are you done yet?"
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, we're all done.
We got it. We're done. Close out.
Yes. Check out.
Check out, please.
Bill, please.
All right, look, M'Baku.
All right. So you see her like hand come out and like it goes open and you see the cube encapsulate Jarlaxle again.
And she's like holding it like
And then
close
like
to her.
and then like Shia walks in. How'd it go?
Terrible.
Terrible. Not great.
I mean, I almost got burned. Who threw a fireball into the other
Oh,
room?
Jarlaxle, he's
Yeah,
pretty.
he was
He's
fireballing like nobody's business.
Like,
Like,
he does have a-
fireballing things.
yeah,
like,
fireball
woo.
thing.
That was.
He
He
does
was
have
a
a fireball
mess.
spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause I thought it was one of you.
No.
Oh no!
I mean, I looked and I saw the elf.
No, he had lots of rings: fire,
Yeah.
water, earth,
Heart.
He had them all. He had them all.
Okay. Heart.
Tree.
The best one.
That was the worst ring.
No, okay. Well,
Heart was the worst.
we'll have a sit down talk about how Heart is the best captain, like the Planeteer.
I thought they were rebooting
Listen.
that. They never did.
The power of empathy.
No,
please.
Don Cheadle
I'm
was in
actually
it.
surprised.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
That was hilarious. Tree. That was very funny. Just murdering people with trees. All right. Shaka, by the way, has been this whole time on the ground.
Yes.
And remember, he's the one that said, "I need to see the cube." So,
Yes.
what do you guys do after she comes in and like has this kind of banter with you?
Oh, I mean, we'll check on Shaka.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're saying you guys didn't say anything.
Well, we
you
didn't-
guys
we
said
didn't
nothing
know.
about Shaka this whole battle.
Well, we figured Shaka was just off having a moment.
No, he was on the ground,
Yes,
like
well-
rocking back and forth.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, Shaka. It's all over. It's all over. You're safe. You're in a safe place.
You don't have to turn into Xanathar if you
No.
don't want to.
Thank you.
Wake your punk ass up.
Yeah. So like he's like definitely out of it, but like he's like, give me the cube.
There you go. Here you go, buddy.
All right.
Are you sure we should
I'm
do that?
I'm gonna back up because
Are you guys cool with her giving him?
I'm not, but y'all can do it.
Celise is just like, she's just standing with her hand on her hilt, like, I'm watching you.
Okay. Vajra, by the way, is very interested in this. So like she's actually walked in front of like you guys and is looking directly at like Shaka, but her hand is kind of like this, almost like she's
Ready.
like,
Ready to cube him.
like cube him or cast.
She's got
something.
her hand on her magic hilt.
Yeah, exactly. When my hands up on my
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was
Yeah. So as you give the cube to Shaka, he like looks at it. He kind of puts the cube up, and he starts to rotate it. And when it rotates it, all you guys roll perception. I'm going to see if you notice this. And like I'll roll.
Oh boy.
I will roll for Vajra as well. Okay, she does not.
No, she didn't. Perrin definitely did not.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go. Celise.
Cool. All right. Well, actually, I forgot to add her. Oh wait, she definitely saw it. She has insane stats. Okay. So what you see is everyone else you just see just like a regular cube spinning, but Celise and like Vajra, what like you guys see is it looks like a cube, and then when it starts spinning, it looks like another cube, and then when you see another side, it looks like another cube.
So, like, it's splitting out.
It's cubeception?
It looks like every side is its own cube.
Every side is its own
I know.
cube.
My brain doesn't do
Yes.
that.
Right,
I don't know what that
right.
means.
Right. I'm
Yes.
picturing, like, one cube that's spinning, and then every time it spins, another cube is out there, like, almost till, like, there's 6 cubes, like, other cubes around
No,
it.
every time it spins, it almost looks like you're not looking at like one corner of the same cube. It looks like you're like looking at that corner of a different cube.
Oh, so it's transforming styles. Like let's like for easy visual reference, like it's like
Yes,
an antique cube, and then like
for a visual reference. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
I was thinking of like a Rubik's cube.
yeah. There's a red. Yeah. Like Shaka's just
Right.
rearranging
Oh,
this cube.
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
He would excuse me, but not in this context. He's literally had a nervous breakdown, and nobody checked on him. He was trying to beat Jarlaxle. He'll remember this.
Yes.
well, we had to. It was part of the
You
thing.
guys could have, got him out of the way,
Or died.
All right,
or
Lee.
died.
Yeah.
Saving Shaka though,
Right.
and then it would have been Shaka's
right.
adventures on his own. Adventures of Shaka. Yeah. So he. Oh, and the chat actually gets it. He says, "This is a fourth dimensional cube known as a tesseract."
Guys, remember when I made that Tesseract joke a couple episodes ago?
I really wanted to spoil it when you said that joke, but I couldn't. So what he says is like, think of it this way. A point is 0 dimensions. If you extend a point, you have a line, which is 1 dimension. If you extend a line at right angles to itself, you have a rectangle, which is 2 dimensions. If you extend a rectangle at right angles to itself, you have a cube, which is 3 dimensions. Now, we can only perceive 3 dimensions.
We can only perceive
But-
2 dimensions.
That's what
right.
Knock Knock says for sure.
No, it's true.
Yeah, we can only perceive 2 dimensions.
Yeah, you can only see, because if I perceive 3rd dimension, I could see the back of her head.
Right.
So we live in the 3rd dimension, but we can only see 2 dimensions. If we lived in a 4th dimension, we can see 3-dimensionally, which would be the opposite, the back of things. That's
He's
three-dimensional.
gonna throw dice at you.
It's true.
No, so
Yeah, it is.
that's not true. But
It's 100% true. We only
We
see.
see 3 spatial dimensions: length, width, and height.
yes,
We do not, because we can't see in back of things.
but
We
I
can see
the
how
length.
deep things are.
No, we can't. We only see like if you look at a photograph, it's not. It's the
Well, a
same.
photograph is in 2 dimensions.
Exactly, but a photograph is exactly what we see.
No, we see the.
But we see depth.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but we can't see behind things, and that's the third dimension.
No, that's
That is.
absolutely wrong.
It's 100%
but I'll
correct.
continue with the story.
I am 100% correct on that.
Look at this
Before
after the show. This time. 'Cause I'm just like, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Brandon and I will just
like-
leave. Bye. We're just
Okay,
gonna go get drinks.
Whoa.
Celise is like, Celise is like, I left a turkey in the oven.
Well, look, this is what Shaka is saying. So
Right.
it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% true, but this is what he believes. Okay. is that if we somehow were able to take a cube and extend it in right angles in all directions, we would have a 4-dimensional cube or a tesseract. Now, we don't exist in 4th-dimensional space, but mathematically it works. And what I found out and what I created for the Xanathar was this thing can transport to other places in 3-dimensional space. Wow. Okay?
So that's where our reflections went to.
And then as you guys look in the cube, this is what you guys see.
Rin, close your eyes.
Wait, why does Ren have to close this?
This is what you see.
Oh, yeah.
Rin needs to
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close.
And I also plug his ears. So I'm on.
I want to know what.
No, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually glad you guys actually remembered that because I was
I
definitely
totally-
going to bring that in.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Okay, so what you see is you see what looks like a fox, and the fox is wearing a bag, and in the bag you see a very small elf inside of the bag.
That's so messed up. That's my opposite.
That's one thing that like you see. The other thing that you see is you see it looks like a half orc, but he's very tiny. Like he's much smaller than this fox. Like he's maybe about up to the fox's feet. He's very, very small. And he has a full bow and arrow on his back as well. Almost like a long bow and like a full arrow. You guys also see someone in very light armor, like almost like very like small like armor, and a very small dagger, and they're carrying a book that says Book of Rite, RYT on it. You also see what looks like a elf, but he's dressed in like all silver, like he just dripped in all silver. And you also see two more people. One a person that is he is very short, not as short as the half orc, but he is wearing this weird thing that says all you see is UP on it, like on his shirt. It's like it looks like it says up,
right.
basically. And then finally you see a kobold. Looks exactly like Duo.
Not even like opposite colors.
Right.
Exactly the same.
Oh
Exactly
yeah, he
the same.
was in that realm, huh?
So like and like as you're looking at these things, they're like looking directly back at you.
Oh, that's great.
And like Shaka says, we need to find a way to get this back to the Xanathar. They have the final key.
Well,
Wait, the Xanathar is gonna think that's us?
Xanathar's never seen us.
No.
Oh.
If we give them the cube, which again will turn into a small handheld thing, your images will be able to view and hear anything around it.
Oh, There's spy us.
So it's not actually like little people.
Oh, I
running
thought they were
around
real people.
Like, hey.
Me too. I was very disturbed.
No. I mean, I could try to modify the cube.
No.
Actually, 3D print them.
No, they're fine.
Okay. So that, I think because of time, that's where we're going to end, guys.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to train with the lady.
Yeah, so like this was a big part of your training, was being able to find a way to get this information from Jarlaxle, because as you guys noticed, you could not. I mean, if you rolled like 25s and 26s, you definitely could have.
Yeah.
But
Wow, we would have had to hit like 19, 18, and nat 20s to really do any damage.
For me.
yeah, he was tough. All right, so if you have any questions in the chat for us, you can type question and type the character name, and then we will answer questions in character only. So that is for Knock Knock, Ash, Shaka, Vajra, Perrin, Rin,
Jarlaxle.
What did I say?
Oh, I don't know.
You were naming them all.
You were naming them all. I was just thinking it'd be funny if they had something.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, I thought
It'd be funny if they had Jarlaxle.
Yeah, and Jarlaxle, you can also ask questions of as well, as he's trapped in his cube again. So just so you guys, well, actually, I won't tell you Jarlaxle's stats because you might come across him again, but
But they were hot.
but let's just say that Celise couldn't hit him with a 23. I think you rolled.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah, it was a 23. I think.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
barely
he's-
hit him with a 26.
Yeah, and he's pretty dope. All right, question for all the characters. How do you? I can't read that.
How do you know that you're the real ones and not the reflections?
Yeah. So yeah. Why don't you guys answer?
We
Who
don't.
wants to answer this?
I know what's real.
There can be only one Perrin Underbow, because this is what the world requires.
No, it doesn't.
I think Perrin would let me know if that wasn't me, or if I wasn't me, or if we weren't me. Hold on, who's me right now?
Ash just looks at Chips, notices their size, and then nods. This is okay.
Sweet. All right. Question for all. Why am I
that's
having
a good
trouble
question.
seeing
What
that?
flaws do you have that you fear are no longer flaws in your negative clone?
That's a really good question. Okay. Yeah. What do you guys? That's a good question. Maybe.
Well, Celise is progressively more and more paranoid about her party.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a flaw, and like she doesn't trust very easily. So her clone is probably like, so tell me about your day.
Oh yeah, your clone is going to be super trusting for sure. Book of Right,
Yes.
always right.
So there is a mirror image of Perrin Underbow, but I'm afraid Perrin has no flaws. So therefore,
What he would ask.
This guy is all flaws.
He's all flaws.
He can barely walk.
Yeah, he's like tripping over himself.
Can't even talk.
I think for Ash, she very similar but opposite of Celise is Ash is too trusting of strangers, and so she's afraid that her opposite would be like cutthroat and like really vindictive and evil.
Evil fox.
Yeah, evil fox.
Yeah, I think Knock Knock would be afraid that like he would be his father or something like that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's who it is. The opposite would be like his father in his reflection.
That was a jerk.
But yeah, that's what he's thinking.
All right, question for Perrin. How did you react after the battle to that deep voiced Shaka put down?
as you may know, Perrin Underbow is a performer unrivaled, and all of this time that Shaka has spent with Perrin has allowed Shaka to gain some of that performance ability. So I was very, very appreciative of Shaka's ability to really inhabit that role.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, while we wait for a couple more questions, I must say I was very... actually, no, let's ask. Okay. Question for Nega Knock. Wow. Okay, I was not going to open questions to the... I'll see if we do this. Question for Nega Knock. What's a cherished memory from your... What's that say?
Sad free background. Yeah.
Oh, right. All right. Yeah.
100%.
I didn't want to make them like, you know what? I'll do it. Whatever. Okay.
Sentient. They're not sentient, but
Okay. So first of all, Nega Knock does not use his hands to talk. So
And you probably have a different voice.
Hey guys.
So he's like, well, I was born in the lap of luxury. I don't know anything that is not brought to me. Everything is mine, and I love myself, and everyone needs to bow to me.
Jesus.
That's Nega
Dang,
Knock Knock.
Nega Knock Knock is a jerk.
Nega Knock Knock is a super prissy jerk
Yeah, that was prissy.
that is spoiled.
right.
Yeah, so I was really happy to use Jarlaxle today. I really wanted badly to use him last episode, but Ash just had him locked in there. But
Ash was not letting go.
Nope.
yeah. So if there's we'll give a little bit more time for questions, but if there's no more, we can bounce. But yeah, this was cool. So you guys got some more interactions with Vajra, with the Blackstaff. You saw her view on the law and good and evil and stuff like that. So that stuff, and we had
Very binary.
yeah, and we had a room with 4 cubes.
Yeah.
The number 4. Hit again.
Cherished question about or commentary about Faraday cages and
Yeah, that's right. That's
whether
right.
or not we can see in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a conversation about that afterwards.
I have to. Okay, fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Okay. Question: any other Nega backstories?
Yes.
The thing is, I would be the only one that could. You know what? Yeah. Why is this? Can somebody say what they think that the opposite person would have? Yeah. Somebody take a guess at what your Nega backstory would be if it's somebody that was like the opposite of you.
Okay, so it's complicated for me because there's 2. There's like the little mini Ash, right?
So
And
your
then
opposite is the fox.
is the fox.
Yes.
Right.
So then Chips's, like sentient Chips's backstory would be like fox shit, right? Like,
Just fox shit.
yeah, like, I don't know,
Gang
like,
banging.
no, what?
Slanging.
I was gonna say,
You know what I'm saying? Just
Just out there with my crew.
right,
Just fox stuff.
right, like fighting a bear in the forest
Right,
or
exactly.
something. Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably what it'd be.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyone else think of some alternate
I think
backstories?
I think
and
Ren's
alternate-
it'd be so weird. I think he would be, he'd probably be rich, but like
be
very,
rich.
very humble. And like giving to people because
He's
it's like
really
the opposite.
good.
Because like Ren like
Yeah.
was
Never had a
poor.
drop
That's
of,
true.
He's
Yeah.
never had a drop of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, very sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not only are you sober, you like shame people.
Yeah, that-
Why
yeah.
are you doing that?
Yeah.
Don't you know what that does to you?
Yeah.
That's what totally. Right. Okay. Question. Oh wait. So,
Yeah,
No.
no
That's
question.
it.
That was a question mark.
That was a. Yeah, it was a question mark.
That's a failed emote. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So if there's no other questions, let's go around and share what we got going on, starting with Tanya.
All right, so next week you'll be minus your paladin. I will actually be in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest doing a panel about your truth versus the truth. Unfortunately, it is not being recorded, so hopefully we can manually record it or get audio at least.
So all you Texans, just come to the panel.
No.
Don't go to the panel.
But I mean, if you're at South by Southwest,
Yes,
please come to
yes.
the panel.
All of Texas.
And then I get back, and then I'll be at the Game Developers Conference, but I won't miss the show. I'm actually going to be back in time for the show. And that weekend, we actually are taking off because of C2E2, and a lot of us will be there. So, and then PAX East, 9:30 Eastern, we are doing our season finale, and it will be streamed, so there'll be a VOD.
Yeah.
So whatever PAX channel the Albatross Theater is, that's where we'll be.
I'm Brandon Sinnis. I played Ren Leadon. Things are happening for me. There's a lot of stuff happening. I quit my job. I have a new job. I'll be able to announce that in April. I will be at PAX East and Gamers for Giving and also St. Jude Summit And yeah, that's all I have
You
right now.
also have like a clothing.
Oh yeah, I have a clothing line that's coming out on the 15th, so I'm really excited.
who?
Right.
Designed by humans.
Yeah.
So it's been like a passion project.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Stuff looks
So I'm excited. It's coming out on the 15th, so you guys will see that on social media. And I also have like another a little podcast coming out pretty soon with a friend
named Carlos Luna.
Let's
talk about the wizard.
It's gonna be a podcast that's gonna come out pretty soon, so we're gonna be announcing that, and then hopefully you guys like it. It's about a TV show that it was like old, but yeah.
I don't know what this is.
An old TV
We'll
show.
talk about it after.
But
Are
it's
we really doing a podcast? It was a joke, but it sounds like something I would do.
We're gonna do a podcast about what Brandon's podcast is.
Yeah. What is he doing today?
It's called On Brand.
Great.
So good.
I would love that.
Really good.
Actually, it's not a
Wow.
That's very good. That's
On brand.
TM that.
Really? Oh man. I am Cicero Holmes. I played your Bard Parent Underbow. You can listen to me ramble about many of the same crap that I'm talking about here every Thursday at 10 p.m. Central, so 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 to 8 p.m.
9 p.m.
No, 8 p.m.
No, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah, you're right.
Pacific on the Spawn on Me podcast with Sharif Jackson, who also knows time zones really well.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Spawn on Me. That is also available in podcast format on Tuesdays. And on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., if you are in the Portland area, you can listen to us on terrestrial radio at xray.fm 97.1 and or 91.1 and 107.1 on your FM dial. Also, you can find me on the Discovery Debrief podcast, where we talk about the latest Star Trek show, that is Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah. Also, I was talking about Mountain Time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends on what.
Everyone
what
forgets
time.
about Mountain Time.
Yeah, it
I'm
depends
sorry,
on
Mountain Time.
I lived Mountain Time for a long time.
Is it Mountain Time? Like, the Mountain Time's weird, man.
It's not weird. It's
It is
1 hour?
weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, they
'Cause-
don't fall back on some of the states.
because we're smart.
Nah,
We don't have to worry about that.
It's in a fourth dimension.
I'm from Arizona. I'm Serena Marie. I played Ashbourne. You can catch me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie or on the show The Dungeon Rats. We stream every other Tuesday. We have a stream this Tuesday at 8:30 Central Time. And also I'm on a show Monday nights, which is 8 o'clock Central Time. We are streaming Lady Blackbird, which is a really cool campaign.
Yeah. My name is Carlos Luna. You can find me on all social media under Carlos Crits. You can see me on every other Tuesday on the Dungeon Rats. That's a D&D podcast and Twitch stream that I do. Also on Wednesdays, you can find me on this channel for Jace Bellerin Must Die.
All right, awesome. And I'm Sharif Jackson, Dungeon Master. Check me out on SHAREEF Jackson.com. That's my name, SharifJackson.com. There's a My Projects list on the top that has lists to my Math Looks Good, the tutoring service, Spawn on Me podcast with this guy, Gaming Looks Good, which is my YouTube series, and a bunch of other crazy science stuff that is there. Also explaining why we live in 3 dimensions. See everybody next week as we have 3 episodes left in this season. So
Oh my lord.
pretty excited to see how this wraps up. See y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.